Right, this is dyslexia video 2 now. I've just been talking about how I can't do mathematics and stuff and how I can't find my way around places, directions and things, geography. The simple things seem really difficult, the difficult things seem really easy or simple. And this is why, really, the paradoxical thing about me is that I can't add up. I can't divide, subtract, multiply, whatever it is. I can't do it. I was never taught it at school because I was slow and behind in mathematics, but I still can't do it, you see. Right? I don't know any times tables or anything at all. Right? Do you know what? I couldn't even tell you the 3 primary colours right now. I mean that seriously. Right? I've got a bit of an idea that it's red and blue, 2 of them. Right? I'm actually being serious though. This is how dyslexic I am. And yet, I can talk about the Riemann hypothesis and stuff, the millennium problems, and if you read my website, protheory.com, right, I wrote all that, and yet I can't say what the 3 primary colours are now, right now. I'm being totally, literally honest about it. I can't tell you. I mean, you see, and if I didn't realise that I was dyslexic and that what caused this, the fact that my mind's sort of, and the ADHD and stuff, the concentration span that I haven't got really, basically. If I didn't realise this, I mean, can you imagine how thick I thought I was? Right, I've got terrible coordination as well, like physical coordination. That's why I'm learning dancing. Not the main reason why I'm learning dancing, but the dancing and kung fu, martial arts and stuff does help. Because I'm controlling and training my body to do things. It's called muscle memory. That's what Jeff Thompson calls it anyway. But like at football and sports and stuff at school, I didn't have a clue. Right, I can't even throw things properly because my natural throwing arms, like, I'm not going to say like, but like I can't throw properly anyway. Like I say, this is just natural to me. I was just born this way, and I've got bad coordination and stuff, or I did have it. But you can train yourself. It takes a lot of effort, but you can sort of overcome it in a way, or learn to deal with it and stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be a problem. It can be a real gift. Like that's what I'm turning it into, really. I've said before, I like being nice to people video. I realised that through the bipolar and stuff, mood swings and ADHD, the low concentration span and dyslexia as well, mean that I see everything backwards as well, in extreme motion all the time. I just thought, well, I better try and help people really. It's the only thing I can really sort of focus on really, to be honest, do you know what I mean? My notes just dropped them, that's pretty funny, but anyway. It's the only thing that I can hold in my mind. That's the thing, really. It's the one true thing that I can always do, always focus on, was thought. And not feelings. I can't trust my feelings in the same way that perhaps I used to be able to, because I can't think of my feelings as natural because of the bipolar, you see. Sometimes I am normal, but sometimes I'm not. And because I'm always in my mind, you see, sometimes a lot of the time I don't realise how far from reality, if you like, I've actually gone in my own mind. Although I still believe in normal life, looking people in the eye, saying, "Right, mate, how you doing? Yep, sound, driving my car, whatever it is." But my head is somewhere else. It's this part of my head that's somewhere else. This is where I feel it, this top part here. And that's just somewhere else. That's like open, sort of like a chakra, I suppose, an energy centre or something. I mean, I'm talking about a physical thing here. It's just what I feel like. I'm not saying, "Hey man, this energy is coming out of me and stuff." I'm just saying, my mind is electricity, literally, okay? It's literally electricity, okay? All my nervous system, everything is electricity, and it's going all the time in video, okay? And you know, that's dyslexia, you see. Like, that's why I get off topic and stuff, and that's it. Another thing I tend to do is, we'll be talking about something, someone will mention something, just some random point, I'm talking to friends or something, just happen to be out somewhere having a conversation, blah blah blah, and I'll make 2 or 3, perhaps 5 connections in my head, and then I'll open my mouth and say, "Oh, it's a bit like so and so." And they're like, "How did you get from this to this?" Because they haven't seen the 5 connections in my mind. But this might happen in a split second, like ding, and I'll say, "Oh, it's like this." But some people don't make the same connections in the same way that I would. Because I'm dyslexic, like I say, with these pathways in my brain and everything, interconnection all the time. That's why we get confused, because when we try and, well, when I'm trying to calculate something, like I'm trying to add up numbers and stuff. Let's say I'm adding up. No, I can't. My head just went blank then. That's another thing. My head goes blank from under pressure. I can't work well under pressure. Not calculate things and stuff like that. If I'm under pressure, it blanks my head. It overloads it basically, and just goes ding, and I'm out of it. It's gone. You know, that's how it goes with pressure with me. I was on the internet doing something on MSN the other week, trying to copy and paste this code and stuff. Really, really, really simple thing to do. All I had to do was highlight a paragraph of code, so to speak, and just copy and paste another one in. And I couldn't do it because I was under pressure, and my head just went blank. Right. Another thing is I'm an expert pattern finder. I can find a pattern in anything. I can see pro theory, all the beers 1, 2, 3, negative, positive, neutral, symmetry, opposites, neutral down the middle. I can talk about atoms all day, and yet I can't do simple mathematics, simple calculations. I'm not actually a bad speller, to be fair, but it's taken me a lot of work to learn how to spell things, and I've always had an interest in words, particularly because I find them so interesting. But when we're trying to calculate something, this is the original point before I went off topic, like I said, I'm dyslexic. The original point I was making is when we're trying to calculate something, instead of seeing it as static, sort of 63 plus 14 is such and such and such and such. Okay, they're not static. That's the thing. They move, sort of thing, and so it's like you're imagining the calculation rather than performing it. If you see what I'm saying. It's really difficult to describe unless you've actually been through it yourself, really. But I mean, it can cause a lot of problems if you don't know it's not something wrong with you, but if you don't know how your mind works. I mean,